The weather conditions were less than ideal for most of the 2010 Horizon League Women's Golf Championship, but Sunday morning saw plenty of sunshine as some golfers were finishing their second round and others were beginning the third and final round. Detroit's Marnie Achterhoff took full advantage of her early tee time. First look at this shot, her second on the par 4 10th, lands it within 10 feet, but she'd have to settle for par. She was in a little trouble on number 11, but recovered and had this left for birdie, just off the green, but no problem. Achterhoff was in the hunt all day long. Butler's Michelle Nash was one of only 2 players in the entire field to shoot 3 rounds in the 70s. Unhappy with this bogey on the 10th, but she finished in a tie for 4th place and led the Bulldogs to a 3rd place finish as a team. Green Bay's Ellen Hansen also on the 10th. You can see the wind really starting to pick back up, but she saves par by curling that putt into the cup. Hansen was Green Bay's top performer through the weekend and finished 12th overall. Youngstown State's Katie Rogner, the medalist at this event in 2008, began the final round in 3rd place, just 2 shots off the lead, but this putt on number 9 was the story of her day. She pushes it past the hole and has to settle for a bogey. Rogner's teammate Samantha Formek, last year's medalist, took a triple bogey on the 8th but recovered with that par putt on the 9th. She struggled with the weather conditions later in the day but helped keep the Penguins in position to potentially grab their 3rd consecutive Horizon League championship. Loyola's Nikki Miller was the only player in the field to record an eagle during this event. This putt on number 9, however, was to save par, and she did just that. Miller tied for 2nd last year, but finished in a tie for 7th this time around. Back to Achterhoff, staring at this par putt on the 18th, but she runs it past the hole and finishes her round with an unfortunate bogey. Achterhoff carded the lowest score of the first round and tied for that honor with her 3rd round 76. She helped put the Titans in great position to capture the team title and finish 2nd overall, just behind her teammate, Elena Steffen, who we see here on the 15th. She rolls in the short par putt to keep herself in front, but more importantly, turn up the heat on the Penguins. Detroit began the final round with a 2-shot lead over Youngstown State, and the Penguins began to fade a little down the stretch. But first, check out this effort from Cleveland State's Katie Brewer. Long putt for par on the 13th and nearly rolled it in. She'd settle for a bogey in a final round 79, good enough for her to finish in 6th place. Back to Steffen on the 18th, finishing up a final round 76 with that par putt, a 3-day total of 226, and good enough for medalist honors as Detroit went 1-2 with Steffen and Achterhoff, but the team title was still up for grabs with Youngstown State having a handful of holes to play. Speaking of, here's Rogner on the 16th, long putt for par, and this time she leaves it short. The final round was rough for Rogner, but she managed to finish in a tie for 4th. And it wasn't much better for Formek. This for a birdie on 16, and she knew it was off the moment she hit it. Formek took her par, but had a double bogey on 17. On 18, with the individual and team titles out of reach, the Horizon League Player of the Year showed her toughness, making that for a birdie. But it was too little, too late for the Penguins, as Detroit claimed the title 9 shots clear of Youngstown State. In the process, the Titans received the league's first automatic qualifier to an NCAA regional.
One of the things that we practice in bad weather and we play in bad weather, and we're from Detroit, so we're used to the bad weather. And I just told them to stay focused and stay loose and stay stretched, and hopefully that, if we got out there, get as many holes as we could under our belts, so today would be a little easier for them.
It's been our goal since the beginning, and that's what we've been talking about. We've used every tournament that we've had as a practice opportunity, so this is what we've been working for. I know that I could play better, so I figured this tournament is the time to do it. So I was just trying to ride the wind the whole time. Just shape shots the way the wind was going, so not trying to fight against it, but just trying to use it to my advantage.
I lucked out a little bit. I only had 1 hole left to play this morning, so it worked out for me, and luckily we just kind of pulled through it. The wind did pick up, and it was hard for me. I struggled a little bit on the back nine, but we knew what we came here to play for our teammates, and just keeping that in the back of your head for our 2 seniors, it was just, we knew what we had to do, and that's what we did.
It's really cool because this is our 5th year, and the girls that started, Mandy Dupuy, she's been texting me all day saying, hey, Coach, go. And, she was a 4-time All-Leaguer, so, the foundation was there, and these guys just took it, and they wanted to play for the people that preceded them, and that got us to this point.